Hello, everyone. This is your pastor coming to you with Kevin Minetti and Chris Anderson. Kevin's our pastoral assistant. Chris Anderson is our science and health teacher in the school. And we're here to tell you about Alpha. Alpha is something that's been going on for a while, but I think as the pastor, now is a great time to have this experience together as a parish and school. And what it is, well, you tell me. Kevin, what is Alpha?
So Alpha is what we call like a practical reintroduction into the Catholic faith. So it's typically anywhere from 9 to maybe 12 weeks. And the outline of the night is very simple. So you come together, you share a meal together with people in the parish. You hear a short talk about some element of the basics of the faith. And then there's small group discussion where you get to engage with other people. It's a place you can bring your questions, whether you know a lot about the topic or you don't. It's a place where you can engage with others.
Oh, that sounds good to me. One of the things that I really think is helpful for us now is to in a way, I think you had mentioned it before, is like to become beginners again in the faith. And one of the ways that we can grow as a community, I think you were talking about this, Chris, earlier, is in being together, starting with the basics that gives us kind of an ability to talk about the faith with other people as well as grow together. Tell me a little bit more about that.
Yeah, sure. In one of the prep meetings that we had for this retreat, Monsignor was talking about what's going to be our vision, and I told him, I know so many people here at the parish at Christ the King, but I don't know a lot of backstories and where people have come from. And this is a great way for us to, as a parish community, grow deeper in our knowledge of really each other. And oftentimes people will say, well, I go to Mass every week, and why are we starting with the basics of the faith? I already know all that. I don't need to be convinced to come to church. And I think really if you're trying to go deeper in relating to one another and encountering one another, you don't start in the deep end and that kind of thing. That's not very safe for people to kind of explore that vulnerability. So we start with the basics so that things that everyone can relate to and everyone can contribute, right away. And then we go deeper together. And so we kind of go on a journey as a parish community.
Yes. One of the things that interested me, first of all, is I remember hearing from Father John Ricardo, which a lot of us know about him, and how transformative that was to the parish that he was pastoring at the time. And I think it's just a way to really come together around the Lord as a Eucharistic parish and to know each other and to have our questions. And people are on all parts of the spiritual path, right? And so maybe you have a spouse that's not Catholic. Is that a good forum for them?
Yeah, no, I can share in that. I think it's really, the idea is that anybody can come in. And what I find too is a lot of people, they're advanced in their particular spirituality of faith in the parish, but what Alpha does is it kind of takes us all to a grassroots level where we can learn how to just relate to one another and see where each other is coming from. And maybe there's someone of no faith, and it actually challenges you to say, well, how do I dialogue with this person surrounding this topic of faith? So I think this becomes a great evangelization tool, but it's not really preaching at somebody. It's inviting them into the discussion so we can wrestle together and see if we come out with truth, and truth that's not objective, but truth that becomes very, very personal to the person.
Nice. So I think the practicalities of it, we're going to start this September 25th, right, the end of September, going to December 11th. It'll be on Wednesday nights from 6 to 8 p.m. We're going to have childcare provided because we want everyone there. And I really want to put the word out as the pastors, like, I would love to have you there, right? Come, bring a spouse who maybe maybe not be Catholic and not know about the faith, maybe somebody who's fallen away, maybe somebody who has been COVID and they haven't really come back to church yet, people who just have questions, and all of us, even those who are very involved in the parish, this is something that we can do together. And I've been asking our apostolates to like, hey, you know what? let's put aside what we usually do and let's do this. And it's as a way to enliven everything in the parish. So this is Alpha. It's going to be coming at you, and we want you there. And Chris has generously accepted to become the point person, the leader of the Alpha experience. And we have all sorts of people in the parish who have had experience with Alpha who are going to be helping with that. But it's going to be fellowship, it's going to be prayer, it's going to be learning something about the faith, it's going to be knowing each other, knowing our stories, walking together with the Lord to something deeper and more beautiful here at Christ the King. So mark your calendars. Please, as a pastor, make this a priority for your family and for your spiritual life this fall. God bless, and we'll have the registration up soon.